let the word set in for me. Sometimes you just have to let that word sit in. Like a good perm. With a perm, you just got to let it sit in for a minute. Can't wash it out too quick. Amen. So to God be the glory. Amen. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but God is doing something. I hear you. So glad. I hear you. So glad. Hallelujah, Jesus. So glad. Amen. So we do honor, amen, the Spirit of Christ on this beautiful day. Day that the Lord has made. We thank God for the leadership of this house. I bless our elder. I bless our evangelist. I bless our minister. Amen. I'm going to take Brother Rob and I'm going to put him under my wings. So I bless you, my brother. I bless, amen, Brother Gabriel, amen, with them fingers on the keys. I bless Brother Melvin, amen, who's been holding it down for over a year on the guitar. I bless my deacon brothers, my deaconesses. Amen. I bless the mothers of this church, Mother Anderson and Mother Rowe. God bless you. Our only lady, I bless you. Amen. To our visitors, amen, to our family, bless you. And each and every one of you in your respectful places, bless you. Sister Nene, that's going, amen, run the scriptures for us, bless you. Sister Casey on the camera, bless you. Amen. Everybody just say, I feel blessed. Amen. Just happy to be in the house. Amen. Come on, we got another service this afternoon at 3. Amen. But I won't cheat the house. Come on, amen. I'm going to get the house what the house deserves. Amen. I'm going to go to the other church and bless them, but I got to take y'all home first. Somebody say take y'all home. Amen. So on today, amen, I call your attention to the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verses 22 through 26. Exodus 15, verses 22 through 26. But as a way to catch us up to speed, the children of Israel have crossed over the Red Sea. All right. No, they were at one problem. Say, Lord, were there not enough graves back in Egypt? And you couldn't have left us back there to die. You brought us out here to die because Pharaoh and his army was catching up with them. And it looked like we had the Red Sea and there's nowhere to go. But we know that Moses had a little talk with Jesus. And a couple of weeks ago, we had a sermon called Just a Little Talk with Jesus. How many of you know one little talk will change everything? Yes. And from that one little talk with Jesus, God told him, what's in your hand? He said, it's just a rock. He said, stretch it out. Stretched it out, and what happened? He caused the Red Sea to part. And the children of Israel went across on dry land. Pharaoh's army that were in hot pursuit, he let them get good and in there. And then he caused the walls to close. And Pharaoh couldn't do nothing but watch his army die. And watch the ones that he had in captive go until they're free. It's amazing how the enemy will be on your trail. But God will make a way to where the enemy can only see you get away. And so the enemy could only watch as the children of Israel got away. So here we are, Exodus 15, verses 22 through 26. It says, so Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea. All right. And they went out into the wilderness of Shur. And they went there, they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of it was called Marah.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Lord.
Frozen? What you got?
Thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. See, somebody is about to get something.
All right
I'm
now.
going to read verse 23 again. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of it was called Marah. Verse 24, and the people murmured against Moses, saying, what shall we drink? And he cried unto the Lord, and the Lord showed him a tree. Something about that tree.
Come on now.
Which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet.
Yes.
There he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he proved them. And said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes,
All right.
I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the enemy, the Egyptians. For I am the Lord that healeth thee. Let me read verse 26 one more time. I wanted to stick with me. And said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians. For I am the Lord that healeth thee. We can use for a subject on this day. We simply use one word. That one word, tell your neighbor. Say, neighbor. That one word is Jehovah. One word today, Jehovah. What is Jehovah? Jehovah is an everlasting, eternal, self-sufficient God.
Yes.
It's a God that don't need no help. Hello, somebody.
Oh,
It's a God that got everything under control. Everything he knows about, nothing is a secret. He got every sickness under control. He has every drought under control. He has every broken moment in your life under control. Every moment when you find yourself broke, busted, and disgusted, he has the healing and the remedy to get you back where you need. Jehovah. Somebody say Jehovah. Jehovah has everything that you need. Hello, somebody. So I look around today, and we have this thing called the coronavirus. And with the coronavirus, it has everybody on eggshells right now. Everybody on pins and needles. Everybody worried about this, that, and the other. President Trump is writing stuff into law. The governor is writing stuff into law. But can I tell you something? It don't matter what you write into law. If God is in control, then whatever you're writing is just words on a piece of paper. Man cannot trump what God is doing. I love how I just said that. Man cannot trump what God is doing. What God has set in motion is for a purpose and a plan. It's not to destroy. Jeremiah 29:11, what he said, for I know the plans that I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. It looks like you're being harmed, but I got plans for what's going on right now. Hello, somebody. God said, I got plans for what's going on right now. I see it, I hear it, I know all about it. I knew it before it came. It had to get permission before it could even enter. It had to get permission before it could even enter. So with everything, everybody falling apart, and the Christians, Lord help me. The Christians, the ones that say we know God, say that we trust God, we love God. Seem like we're the ones that are falling apart the most. Ain't it amazing how when God has done something before in your life, another situation pops up, we seem to fall apart. God said, if I did it before, I can do it again. Watch this. With this coronavirus that's going around, I respect this virus, but I don't fear this virus.
That's right.
There's a difference between respect and fear.
Yes, it is.
Respect means, I acknowledge that you are who you are, but I don't fear you because I only fear one thing. I only fear God. I don't fear sickness. I don't fear whatever's going on around me. I only fear the one who has the power to snap his fingers or speak something into existence.
Glory to God.
So I look at this coronavirus and I say, it's just like when it rains. I respect the rain, but I don't fear the rain. I respect the rain enough to, when it's raining, I go and get an umbrella.
All right.
And even though I go get an umbrella, that still don't mean that I'm not going to get wet.
All right.
But with the umbrella, at least I got a chance to stay dry. Hello, somebody. When it rains, I don't stay off of the road. I just know that I respect the roads and I drive like I got some common sense. I drive the speed limit. I watch everything that's going around. I don't stay in the house. Matter of fact, if it rains tomorrow between 7 and 8 on my way to work, I ain't calling in. Hello, somebody. I'm going to make my way to the job in the rain. I respect the rain, but I don't fear the rain. Just like the sun. Amen, somebody. I respect the sun, but I don't fear the sun. That's right. When it's hot outside, I don't stay inside. I come outside. I know to put a hat over my bald head. I know if we're at the theme park, you better put some sunscreen on. Somebody like me, you know, it's just like baby oil or something. You know, when you're out, you know you have to do these things because it won't stop you from getting burned, but it'll stop the whole effect. So what are you saying? God began to reveal something to me. He said, though the weapon is formed, just because it's formed, don't mean that it's going to prosper. Just because the virus formed, don't mean that it's going to prosper. Just because the sickness formed, don't mean that it's going to prosper. I'm going to say it until the end. Just because it formed, don't mean that it's going to prosper. No weapon that is formed against me, hello Christians, no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. Somebody ought to holler it deep down. It won't work. I don't care what it looked like on the outside. It won't work on the inside. If God is on the inside of me, then everything on the outside of me has to come into subjection. Hello, somebody. The God that I serve on the inside is bigger than anything that's created on the outside. Somebody say, it won't work. No weapon that is formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. So, this past week I had a question that was brought to me. Pastor, we don't have service. Church after church was saying they're not going to have church. They closed the doors. I say, I'm going to do it the right way. In all my ways, I'm going to acknowledge him. And he'll direct my path. I'm going to speak to him. Whatever he says is what we're going to do. I asked him and he didn't say nothing back. I take it as God, you say keep going. What you asking me for? You think I'm going to tell you don't come together and give me some praise? You think I'm going to tell you don't come together and get delivered? You think I'm going to tell you don't come and get healed and set free? You think I'm going to tell you to stay away? I told you in the word, forsake not the assembling of yourselves, and some others think it's come. You think I'm going to tell you to stay away, elder, when I got a blessing with your name on it? You've been praying for something. I got to show up special delivery, hand deliver this thing to you like UPS or Amazon. You think I'm going to tell you to stay away? So as I sit back, I say, God, once again, before we go, it ain't too late. We're on our way to church. What are we going to do? Still ain't saying nothing. To me, that means keep going. So we get here. All over the land, people shut the doors. And I had somebody say, well, what kind of faith is that? I said, listen, some of those bigger churches, they have people who come from out of state, out of country. Okay, I understand you want to be precautious and whatnot. But at the same, we walk by faith and not by sight. No weapon that is formed against us shall prosper. We walk by faith and not by sight. I walk by faith and not by sight. Every day I ride in the car and every day we pollute it with pollution. And the pollution don't overtake us. Every day, anybody remember bird flu? Anybody remember swine flu? All these other flus that was out just a little while ago, did they magically disappear? Come on, somebody, they still in existence. They still in around, but God gives us the ability to walk with a filter on. Hello, somebody. So God said, I need you to keep walking. Even though it looks bad, everybody falling apart, I need you to keep walking. So here we are in our text. We have in verse 22, Moses brought the children of Israel on the other side. Somebody say on the other side. On the other side of one problem, and now they run into another problem. And the problem they ran into was that there was no water. But can I tell you something? Now, so many churches are saying there's a drought, there's no water. Can I tell you what the drought is? There's no Jesus there. Because he said, I am the living water. A man that drink of me shall never thirst again. So when folks get to a point where they say ain't nothing going on, you better check your water source. Maybe you dealing with tap water and y'all can pay the bill. But the water that we live with has an everlasting source. Man that drinks of this water shall never thirst again. So here they are in a place called Marah, and the water is bitter. And they can't drink it. And they began, in verse 24, they began to murmur against Moses. What we gonna drink? Can I tell you what we gonna drink? In the midst of this storm, in the midst of this virus that's going on, can I tell you what we're going to do? We're going to continue to pray and we're going to continue to fast. We're going to pray fast and continue to trust God. We're going to continue to study the Word. What are we going to drink? We're going to continue to drink the Word. We're going to continue to love one another. We're going to continue to gather together in Jesus' name. Somebody say in Jesus' name. We're going to continue to rebuke devils. We're going to continue to speak healing over one another. We're going to continue to pray for the nation as a whole. We're going to continue doing what we always do. God has brought us from a mighty long way. He didn't bring us this far to leave us here where we are now.
Oh, yes.
So the people began to murmur against Moses. What we going to drink? Verse 25, Moses did what I did. He cried out unto the Lord, and the Lord showed him a tree.
Oh, yes.
Can I tell you what that tree symbolizes to me? That tree means, remember what I've already done. Remember that old rugged tree. Remember that old tree, that old leaning tree. Remember the tree that thought it was holding me, but it was actually holding the sickness down. Remember that tree that thought it had me up on it, but it actually had coronavirus on it. Remember that tree that thought it had diabetes and AIDS on it. God said, don't forget about the tree. Hello, somebody say, don't forget the tree. And with the tree, it says, when he had cast into the waters, the bitter waters. It say the water was made sweet. I know everything that's going on around us now, it's bitter. It tastes bitter, don't it? The bitterness is uncertainty. I don't know how this is going to play out. Can I tell you how it's going to play out? It's going to play out like it's always played out. God is going to deliver us and give us the victory in Jesus' name. God is going to continue to make a way out of no way in Jesus' name. God is going to continue to make ways out of no ways in Jesus' name. God is going to continue to make ways out of no way in Jesus' name. God is going to continue to make uncertain things turn clear in Jesus' name. God is going to turn this situation around in Jesus' name. God is going to turn this thing around in Jesus' name. I'm going to say it over here. God is going to turn this thing around in Jesus' name. Somebody say, turn it around, God. God say, I'll turn everything around for your good. But I need you to trust me. Last week we were talking about, and I thought about it, I said, God, we prophesied last week. And God, you told us that whatever was finna happen is you.
That's right.
In the midst of everything, God is you. In the midst of every storm, there's a light in the middle. On the darkest days, the sun is still shining. It's me. It's me. When you walk into something that don't look right, it's me. Y'all remember that from last week? Here we are walking into something that don't look right. God said, continue to follow. Continue to hear my voice. Continue to walk the trail, the straight and the narrow. Don't get off now. You come too the tree into the waters, the water, the bitterness, turned sweet. And there they made for them a statue and an ordinance, and there he proved them. Can I tell you what's going on? It just told you what's going on. America's going through a proving time. Churches are going through a proving time. You say you love me. Remember he asked the question, Peter, do you love me? He's asking the world once again, do you love me? You know I love you. I come right back again. Do you love me? You know I love you. Do you love me? You know I love you with everything that's in me. Upon this rock shall I build my church. God is proving us. Hello, somebody. In order to know how much faith you got, your faith has to be tested. In order to know how much you got in the bank account, a bill has to come. In order for you to know how much healing you have, a sickness has to come. Hello, somebody. In order for your faith to grow, it has to be tested. Right now, our faith is being tested. God said, how much do you trust me? How much do you trust me? Only the strong will survive in this season. How much do you trust me? Do you trust me with the little? If you trust me with the little, I'll give you much. If you trust me with the little, I'll give you much. If you trust me during this season, I'll give you a next season. If you trust me right now, I'll give you a later. Come on, somebody. If you trust me, somebody ask your neighbor, do you trust God? Now wait on the answer. Come on, if you trust God, you won't be falling apart. And every sound of every doctrine that comes, you stay rooted and grounded in the word. I shall not be moved. I'm like the tree planted by the sea. Though the tree has storms that come, that tree just knows how to weather the storm. Even though the flood comes, that tree knows how to hold on to God's unchanging hand. Even though the sun bakes down, the wind blows, that tree say, I shall not. I don't care what's going on, I shall not be moved. Y'all remember this, 2017? We had Hurricane Irma that came through. Y'all remember Nolan? We had a 2-night revival that Friday and that Saturday. That Friday night, Elder Kenyatta Fellas came and tore the house up. That next day, before we left, the news said that the storm was going to make landfall about 2 o'clock that morning. We had a decision to make. Should we go ahead with the service tomorrow, or should we go ahead and close it? Me and him prayed about that thing, and we said, God said close it because it's too close. We didn't close it because we didn't have faith in God. We closed it because of the after effect. It flooded. The trees came falling down. The lights were out. Puerto Rico was out lights for months. We were out lights for weeks. Tell somebody. So there was a time when we had to have faith to say, God, I trust you. Even though I don't want to close it, but God, I trust you. But now we at a point where God said, why are you closing? Ain't no wind blowing. Why are you closing? Can I tell you something about coronavirus? It's just like the wind. Can anybody see the wind? So you don't know where it's at. So if you don't know where something is at, then why are you living in fear? Just keep living. Somebody shout, just keep living. So with the tree that was there, he said, I proved it.
Yes, Lord.
Verse 26, and said, if thou will diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God. Stop listening to this and stop listening to that. Seek God.
That's right.
Seek God in all your ways.
Yes.
He said, and will do that which is right in his sight.
Yes,
And give an ear to his commandments. Don't forget the commandments and keep his statutes.
yes.
He said, I will put none of these diseases upon you. So the corona can't touch you if you keep the commandments.
That's right.
The corona can't touch you if you keep doing what's right. The corona can't touch you if you keep the statutes. Hello, somebody. The corona can't touch you if you use your common sense. God said, I will heal thee.
Yeah.
Can I show you something right quick and we're going to get out your way? Matthew chapter 14, verse 22 through 33. There's a story before you get there. It says about Jesus on the largest recorded fish fry. And in verse 22, Jesus told his disciples to get in the ship. And he said, go before me to the other side while I send the multitude away. And when he was there sending the multitude away, he went up in the mountain to pray, and his disciples got in the ship. And when you get to verse 24, it says, but the ship was now in the midst of the sea, and it was tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the fourth watch of the night, it said, Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea. Can I tell you, in the very thing that they were in the ship trying to ride out, Jesus was walking calmly over the storm. I said on this side, the thing that we're fighting right now, just going through, Jesus came walking on the fourth watch. It may not come when you want it, but he'll be there right on time. It may not come when you call it, but he'll be there right on time. I'll never leave you nor forsake you. I see you in the midst of everything that's going on. I see what's going on in the world. Jesus said, I'm coming. Somebody shout, he's coming. And he said, I'm coming to see about you. When I come see about you, I put some things in order. Some things that are not right now, they'll get right. Somebody shout, they'll get right. They'll get right in Jesus' name. It said he came walking on the sea. In other words, walking on the coronavirus, walking on the problem, walking on the heartache, walking on the disappointment, walking on the diabetes and the high blood pressure and the heart disease and any other disease. He came walking on the problem. On the fourth watch, late in the midnight hour, God's going to turn it around. It's going to work for my favor. Ain't that what the song says? Somebody shout, it's going to work. And so, when in verse 26 it says, and when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, walking on the problem, they were troubled, saying, it is a spirit. One translation say it's a ghost. And they cried out for fear. God showed me, he said, that's where my people are right now. I'm walking. And they looking thinking it's a ghost. I'm walking and they living in fear. I'm walking with answered prayer. I'm walking with healing. I'm walking with deliverance. And they looking at me like I'm strange. They looking at me like I'm the problem. I may not come in the form that you want me to come. But when I come, I'm coming to straighten some things out. I'm coming to put some things in order. So why are my people that say they're called by my name? Why are the people that say they know me? Why are you living in fear? Saying it's a ghost. Somebody shout, it ain't nobody but God. That ain't nobody but God coming to straighten some stuff out. I'm coming to see about you. You said you had a problem. I'm coming to work the problem out. No matter how I come, just know I'm coming. No matter where I come, just know I'm coming. One more time, somebody shout, he's coming. And they were crying out with fear, buying up all the toilet paper, buying up all of the hand sanitizer, buying up all the Clorox. Can I tell you, if a disease want to outdo whatever that is, you can buy all the Clorox you want. The people that have these certain kind of masks, they don't even realize, they said that the virus can attach to the mask, and all you do is take it and put it in your pocket and put it back later when you take the mask off. So I told them, I said, with the mask I shall not live behind a mask, because God is my filter.
That's what I said.
It said, verse 27, while they falling apart. Oh my God. Stock market messing up. Trades down. Can't even go in Chick-fil-A. Got to go through the drive-thru. That's bad. Chick-fil-A. Our spot. Casey, our spot. Can't even go in the inside. Got to go to the drive-thru. Publix closing at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 8 o'clock. Can't even get no groceries now. Everybody just falling apart. God said in verse 27, while y'all falling apart, he spoke unto them and said, be of good cheer. Tell the church, be of good cheer. That's what he put in my heart to tell you, be of good cheer. What he said, count it all joy. In every situation, find the light. In every situation, find meaning. In every situation, find the good. Stop looking for the bad. I had somebody tell me one time this week about everything that's going on. They complained about everything. They complained about their job. They complained about this. And I had to just finally let them vent and then tell them, now with all that you just spoke, you know you could have just spoke yourself out of a blessing, right? You complaining about your job. You talking about your job. You don't know that you could have set it up and the enemy could have heard that. And now your job really finna be hellish. Now you really finna open the door. So I've learned, even with our church, sometimes when the church ain't doing what it's supposed to, you won't hear me bash the church, but instead I'll say God is still good. God is still good. God is going to do it. We're going to get it together. It won't always be like this. I won't speak evil over something that God has a way of turning around. He said, be of good cheer. It is I, be not afraid. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be you, bid me to come unto thee on the water. And he said, come. Now I want you to notice something, that the storm is still going on. But Peter had enough sense to say, in spite of the storm, Lord, I want to talk to you. In spite of everything, the boat was still going. He said, Lord, if that's you, let me come to you. Everybody else is on the boat scared, and Peter now got his eyes fixed on God. It's something about when you put your eyes on God. You're able to ride out the storm when you got your eyes on God. You're able to forget about some stuff when your eyes is on God. My eyes too busy focused on what God can do instead of what man said can happen. So God told him, he said, come here. Peter got out of the ship. And he walked on the water. Notice I said the storm is still going. And he's walking on the water. To go to Jesus. That's what the word says. He was going to Jesus. He wasn't going to CVS. He wasn't going to Walmart. He wasn't going to Sam's. He wasn't going to Publix and all these other places. He was going to Jesus. And there's something about when you get in the presence of Jesus, you forget about everything. Ooh, I could be hurting as long as I can get in his presence. I could be down if I'm in his presence. I know I got a chance to get up. Hello, somebody. I could be broke and leave rich. I could be broken hearted and leave with joy in my heart. If I could only get in his presence. Hello, somebody. If I could only stay in his face. Peter was in the face of Jesus. And verse 30 tells us that he did something that a lot of people are doing. Verse 30, he took his eyes off of God. When he took his eyes off of God, he became afraid all over again. Now you just forgot about how I allowed you to get out of the boat. You got out of the boat in the midst of a storm and you were walking on the thing you should have drowned in. You were once walking on the thing I gave you power to walk over. Now you start to look again at everything around you and not what's in you. You see me do great works, but you'll do greater works still. You're doing greater now. But you took your eyes off of him. When he took his eyes off of him, it says that he began to sink. And he cried, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore did thou doubt? Why did you doubt? It don't seem strange that I'm standing on the water. It don't seem strange that I'm just standing here and you standing there, now you sinking and I'm still standing. It don't seem strange that I'm still standing up. I'm still Jehovah Nissi, I'm still your family. It don't seem strange that everybody's sinking and I'm still standing. Everything else can go down, but the word of God is going to go up. I'm still your family. Everything goes down except the word. Clothes are trend. Jordans that we had back when I was in 9th grade. Them Jordans that came back again. It's a trend. They go and come. Bell bottoms went out of style and came back. Now I see bell bottoms again. Them trends, they go and come. Hairstyles go and come. But the word of God shall last forever. The grass will wither. The flower will fade. But the word of God will last forever. Verse 32, Jesus, after he grabbed him, Verse 32, it says they came into the ship and the wind ceased. Can I tell you the secret to surviving what's going on now?
Yes.
Don't get out the ship.
Yeah.
That's right.
He was coming to get in the ship with them. But you stopped him and said, I want to come to you. Come on. But we're going to end up there. Amen, somebody?
Amen.
So God is telling us, stay in the ship. Stay in your work. Keep praying. Keep fasting. Keep trusting. Stay in the ship. Somebody say, stay in the ship. I know it's getting a little rough. I know the winds are blowing. I know the sea is raging. But God says, stay in the ship. Stay in the ship, because as soon as they went into the ship, he didn't even have to rebuke the wind. The wind knew to shut up. When God get in this situation, even though folks will say it's coming and it's here, can I tell you, when all of this got here, God said, I came and I got in with you.
Yes.
Now that I'm here, you're hearing about all this, that, and the other. But I'm still in the ship. Then they that were in the ship came and worshiped him, saying, of a truth, thou art the Son of God.
Yes, sir.
So God said, I had to prove them. Now I'm telling them, stay in the ship. Because I'm your Jehovah Rapha.
Yes, Lord.
Anybody know what Jehovah Rapha means? Jehovah Rapha means I am your healer. I healed you out in the wilderness. I healed you when the water was building. I healed you when Pharaoh was on your trail. I healed you when this happened and when that happened. And so why are you giving up on me now? I'm still Jehovah Rapha. I'm still the one that heals. Amen. So come on, come to your feet. God said, I'm still your Jehovah.